Here's the 1 week update on the baby chicks. Do they look any bigger?
In other news, we've lost Clark Man to Party Animals. The worst game in the world.
I tried getting you in, but I couldn't, so.
Oh my gosh, it's so terrible.
Punch him out!
It's just chaos with other people.
That's what happens, and if you get above the dog grinder, you're so dead. Like, watch me demonstrate. Dog grinder!
So that's an example of what Clark Man plays. If you stick around, you'll see an example of what I'm going to be playing.
What is it? What is it?
It's a surprise. I can't tell you or anyone else.
Hi, Clark.
It's a beautiful day outside today, and I have some projects that I want to get done, but I need some supplies. So I find myself at a place that I love shopping at, and a place that my money just seems to go to. Lowe's. Oh my gosh. Christmas. It's not even Halloween yet. There we go. That's more like it. Oh, I should get that. Imagine that in our front yard. Okay, I'm a little terrified. Does every Lowe's cart pull to the right? Because it seems like everyone that I get does that. But it has taken me to my first thing that I need, which is some Roundup concentrate to kill some weeds. Me trying to turn my car to the left. Still beautiful out here. They got the mums. Don't tell Cody. Every year she gets these things, and every year they get blown over by the wind, and I have to pick them up. My cart turns to the right. Might as well just do it. And then also, whenever the season's over, I have to take care of it. So it's like, becomes a job for me. And there's an expense with it too. So let's just pretend that never happened. I'm looking for mums, and they don't have any. They're all, okay, don't look at this freaking cart. Thinking about doing a cart swap though. Maybe this one's a little bit luckier. Come with me if you want to live. I've bought so many of these bags in my experience at Lowe's, but these go in our little fire pit area, and when I redid our septic tank thing because of an alarm going off, I had to dig a hole and it messed up the stone, so I need some more of it. So I'm thinking maybe 2 of these bags, which each one of these is like 40 pounds. Should do me well. All right, we're back inside for my last item, which is gonna look very familiar if you watched me here last time when I was shopping. That's if they have the product that I need. I need to get the same thing that I got. This stuff right here. I ended up getting this last time and it worked out great, but I kind of messed up the application on it. It was going around our front door because it doesn't quite seal perfectly. And it was great, but I ended up cutting it, and then when I put it back together, it was all messed up. So I'm gonna get another one, doubling my cost, but that's okay. It should work this time since I had a little bit of a practice run. But that is all that I need, surprisingly. I am gonna have to come back here sometime within the next 4 weeks or so to modify my chicken roost, because I need to make it bigger, or at least double it for the little ones that are going out there. But we got some time for that. This is a today project. It's always nice to have an excuse to come into Lowe's on a new day. Lowe's, sponsor me, please. First time I've been here that they haven't had any cashiers open.
Card or scan your first item to begin.
That's brutal. I would be interested in trying out Home Depot. We don't have any in our area. I wonder what they're like. What's it like shopping at Home Depot? Maybe it's better. I forgot how messy these things are. We usually do this with Cody's truck. I think I've probably bought like maybe 50 of these. I came down here for that stuff. That was my primary goal, but there's another thing that I'm picking up while I'm down here, and it kind of goes back to what I said last time I was at Lowe's, where I was like, you know, I'm a kid at heart, but like a dad in mind. So like, this is like the dad stop. Let me show you the kid stop next, also known as the GameStop. It has been a very long time since I've stopped here. In fact, I think the last time was when Clark and I got that Thanos Infinity Gauntlet, which was an incredible investment at $100. We've gotten a lot of use out of that. That wasn't even a game. That was memorabilia, I guess, a collector's piece. Today that changes though, because I am picking up a game here that I got a great deal on. I had to do in-store pickup though, because they want to charge for shipping. So that's what brings me here, and I'll show you what I get. Behold, Elden Ring. This is a very much critically acclaimed game that came out a year ago. I'm surprised I was even able to say that. And I've watched lots of videos on it. I've watched people play through it. I don't know if it's for me, but I got this for $20. It's typically $40 on PlayStation 4. I got $20 off. So for $20, I picked this up to try it out. I just have to find the time to do that. But once I do, I can decide if I like it or not. I think it's gonna be one of those things that I either hate it and I like try it and I'm just like out instantly, or I play it for like 100 hours. It's gonna be one of those two things. But if I don't like it, I can just take it and I can probably resell it for what I bought it for. I decided to get the PS4 version. I have a PS5, of course, but I got the PS4 version because it has a free PS5 upgrade. But I also heard that if you just run the PlayStation 4 version on the PS5, it actually runs really well. So I'll have to decide what I want to do. But if you don't know what this game is, it's basically like an adventure game and you just roll around like trying to beat up people and trying to kill, not made for kids, trying to kill enemies. And sometimes they're very difficult and sometimes you can do it, but you have to be very careful. It's not just like a run and hack and slash. It's a thinking man's game, which is why I might have a problem with it. This very much feels like that last time that I left Toys R Us before they went out of business. That place was completely empty. 2 guys working in there and like they jumped on me as soon as I came in there. I was like, I'm just picking up a game. And they're like, ah. No, they were actually very nice. And yeah, it's a cool store. I don't know what the future holds. Digital games have become a thing, Game Pass especially. I think their future is probably going to be in selling things like the Thanos Infinity Gauntlet, memorabilia, collectibles, cards, things like that, action figures in general, plushies, all that stuff. I think they could definitely have a business at, but games, probably not much longer. They'll also have to figure out what they're going to call it too, because if you're not buying games there, is it really a GameStop anymore? This is going to be Stop eventually. No more games. Prepare to be amazed, Roxy Bear. I love hearing her little sniffs. How are you as a pack mule? Could I put a couple of these on your back and you carry it down? That, you don't want to sniff that. No good. Poison. This you can sniff. Gotta investigate everything, guys. It's important when you're a dog. You gotta see what's coming into the house and investigate everything. And get the booty scratches. For this job, we need this tool and maybe a shovel or a rake. That'll do. I love doing these little projects every day. This is fun. So we got this right here. This is where I had to dig a hole. In fact, it was kind of like all the way out here. Look at how that grass grew back in. It's beautiful. But this left it kind of like just dirt out here. See how this looks here? I don't like that. I want it to look like that. Now you can also see, while we're out here, you'll see my follow-up job. You see all of that there and that. This is the consequence of not putting any like paper down or plastic under the stones. You got weeds that grow up, so I buy the weed spray and I spray this stuff, but it's a losing battle. This one isn't going to be though. We're going to put all of our stones here and get this looking nice. These we will just get rid of these. Can I get this into the woods down there? Too easy. How about the bigger one? Can it go into the woods? Yeah. Gosh, that was fun. Rock throwing into the woods could totally be a sport, and I would love to sign up for it. Let's get our job done here, Boo Bear. Cut that like that. And our problems magically go away. Other things go away too. There's a look at what one bag did. I'm hoping that second bag can kind of do this. There we go. Pretty happy with that. It's kind of crazy to think that these 2 bags of stone cost me almost as much as Elden Ring did. But that's nice. Looks good. I originally wanted to do like a brick out here to make this a proper patio. Then I found out how much something like that would cost, so this seemed like the smart thing to do. But I think I'm gonna end up having to replace or fill this in quite a bit as the years go by. So it's gonna add up, and we've already spent a good bit, but I like the way it looks. Well, maybe not so much with all the weeds in there, but we're gonna fix that as soon as I throw this away. And I got something for the turkeys too. The Clarkman ended up taking some goldfish for snack one day and then didn't eat them all, and they stayed in his backpack getting crushed. So now they're like goldfish dust that I think these guys will enjoy thoroughly. Check this out. It's the good stuff, man. The good stuff. Try those. I had a feeling those would be a hit. They love crackers, corn, fruit, anything that's easily picked at, especially little crunchy things. They love it. With the chickens getting their crunch on, it's time to do some weed killing. The most economical way of doing this is to buy this concentrate, which you pour into this little cup right here, and then you put that into your own sprayer, like what I have right here. And that one's empty. Why it's still here, I have no idea. I think the mix is 6 ounces for a full gallon of this, which is about one of these filled up. I don't think I quite need that much for what I'm doing today, so probably just do 3 ounces. One pro tip I have for you is to always fill this up before you put your stuff in, because it will get super bubbly. You pour that in, you don't want to touch this stuff. It's no bueno for you, or pets for that matter, so you want to stay off the area for a couple days. Just pump this like this, pressurize it, and then you just spray it. I'm not sure why everything I do turns into a tutorial, but there's maybe somebody out there that found this useful. You know? You never know. Maybe your stuff's full of weeds, you're like, I'm gonna do that, Greg. Thank you for all of the valuable information. Everyone else, you probably stopped watching by now. That's okay. Got that pressurized. Now we get to business here. You ready for this? Yay. Amazing, isn't it? You're so impressed, you left a like. Just imagine me doing that everywhere and you'll see the next couple minutes of my life. And just like that, I'm done. I not only did that area, but I went out front, I did the side, I went down the fence area over there. All that stuff in just the course of 1 second for you. I listen to a little bit of podcasts too. Ooh, I do not want to run that over. That's a piece of fence clip. This would be bad news for a tire, I feel like. So let's go ahead and throw that in the trash can. I hear you. Look at these guys. It's so crazy to see how big they're getting. Their wings are coming in like crazy too. Look at those brown ones. I gotta show this. We're really admiring this. If you look at the 2 brown chickens, look at their wings and the pattern on them. It's really cool. Even these little yellow ones are getting wings too. I don't know if you can see it or not, but yeah, I love it, man. I really want this to be my future with having animals. It brings me so much joy. Like, so much joy, Bear. That's it for our outside jobs. We're wrapped. I noticed while I was out that I got an eBay sale, so I need to go get that ready. In fact, the set actually needs torn apart, broken down, and sent out. I was gonna list all these this morning while my video was exporting, but didn't get quite around to that. This guy though, he needs to get broken down because he is gone. Here's my little setup, couple little bubbles on top, just to keep everything in there safe, because it means a lot to me to have good packaging. And then we just take that like that, put a piece of tape on the top, put a label on, and this baby's in the mailbox. I just opened this up and resealed it because I realized I forgot to put a Bricktech sticker in there, which I'm not even sure if the person that bought this is a fan or not, but in the event that they are, they get a sticker. Dimitri, your sticker is in there. Let's get this baby in the mailbox. Hopefully the mail didn't come yet. Darn it! I was too late. Son of a biscuit. Sorry, Dimitri, it's gonna go out tomorrow. We're having leftover chili for dinner tonight. Only difference is I'm gonna add another can of pumpkin puree to this, and I think that's really gonna give it that pumpkin pop that we're all looking for. I like it as it is, but if you're gonna have pumpkin chili, you gotta add the pumpkin, right? It's gotta be pumpkin-y. That's a word. So this will add to it. Yeah. Roll that pumpkin footage. Now that's pumpkin chili. See how it turns out, and if it's delicious, we'll modify the recipe. Buddy!
Guess what happened today?
What happened today?
My teacher noticed that I got 33 on that cat book. She sent me down to get another cat book. I failed that one. So now I just read a penguin book at school.
Oh, man.
I read that for my homework. That was my homework.
Are you pushing yourself with some really hard books? Is that what's happening?
No.
Oh.
They're in my level. It's like 3.9, 3.9.
So what's going on, man?
I don't know. I guess I just don't really like the book, the cat book.
Did you tell her that?
No.
What did you say?
I said, I feel like I guess I wasn't into the book. And she said she thinks maybe I was not like really into the book and I wasn't like tuning into it and
I think
I was rushing through it.
Mm-hmm.
That's what she was saying. You probably read it really fast.
You think that's maybe what happened?
It took me like 15 minutes to read that book. Any kind of seeds?
Nope,
and
I
it's
got all. There was
perfectly
2
hard.
seeds, and I got both those seeds out.
I'm not talking about black seeds. I'm talking about any kind of seed.
Oh,
I don't like no seeds, and I like it to be nice and hard. Kind of.
it's pretty good. I mean, we're getting out of season right now, but
Oh,
it's not bad.
black seed right there.
Oh, I'm sorry. I deeply apologize.
Fired.
I'll never
You're
working this down
fired.
again.
Yeah.
Chickens are meowing.
These are the kind of pieces I like, buddy. Kind of like nice and hard.
Okay, I'll make note of that. Here we go, guys. Clark doesn't like seeds, but the Chickions do. Enjoy. Been a while since I've opened up a physical video game or DVD or anything like that. Those days are seemingly behind us. But Elden Ring is now opened, its value diminished. Here's what's inside. Of course, there's no manuals anymore. Not a thing. There's the disc. Beautiful. There's you. I bet there's a Minecraft disc in here. Yep, Elden Ring. Going in. Do love the color of this. Such a weird system, though. The way that you have to have a stand for it just to sit up is just so wacky. Give me the bad news. Oh, 7 minutes. It's actually not that bad. I was thinking this would be like a multi-hour affair. This thing's just blasting through this. Ready to play. Downloading an update, too. Aw. It's clickbait. Let's see what happens now. Oh. I think this is it. We can actually play? Maybe? I got a screen. There we go. Oh gosh. When you see that, basically means that you're in for a nightmare in terms of difficulty. I've never played any of these Souls games. So, yeah.
The great Elden Ring was shattered. In our home, across the fog.
Reminds me of Lord of the Rings.
lands between.
I guess we're going outside. Look at this place. Wow. Oh. I'm excited about playing this. I'll have to see how it turns out and I'll report back. Hey, there's somebody down there right there. I'm going to see if I can go take him out. What? This is gonna be the story of this game for me, probably.